people a tour of like Hex model, because that's something that's just came out maybe a few days ago.
Yeah, let me refresh this. So yeah, this is the site that Dev Huey made. He's a data scientist on Twitter, and he just kind of showed up one day and just posting really cool data from. I think the thing he does most consistently is like how many Wexes have been burned daily. That's like his kind of daily thing. But he also posts other cool charts about like how many T-shares have been put through the auction, and he created this interactive dashboard. Well, I haven't seen all of this stuff yet. I haven't gone through all of this quite yet, but basically right here is you can just see how many T-shares are going to be going through the auction, or how many T-shares were sold each day to the liquidation auction. And there's a whole bunch of filtering options, and then like all these you can like say like, okay, maybe I want like T-shares stake tax between like 1 to 4,200,000 hex, and I want only 555s, and I want it with a 10x launch bonus. Like you can start filtering through and seeing if there are any HSIs that meet specific parameters that you're specifically looking for ones that you might want to bid on and try to win. So like all of these are HSIs with between 100 and 4.2 million hex, and they all have a 10x bonus on them. And then you'll be able to see like the date that the bidding is going to start. So some of these are coming up. A lot of these are on November 13th. Let me zoom in and see if you can see. Yeah. But the thing that I liked is this tab right here, the sell date. You can just quickly run. Well, yeah, you can just quickly run through. And so this was the first day that people were able to sell to the liquidation auction. And you'll see it's like 1 point. Is that the first day? Oh, wait, no, I think I still have it all. I gotta update all of this. Make all of this. There we go. Okay. So the first day we had 24,000 T-shares going up. And then after that, it's like 3,000, 2,000, 1,000. But if you keep going down more and more, say into like ones that were sold in September, like, you know, that's still 1,000, 1,000, 400, 500, 100, 400. Like there are a lot of T-shares coming out daily. October 1st, a month ago, 200, mid-October. It starts to wean off a little bit now, but it's still within the, multiple days where there's like 400 right there. So yeah, that's kind of that's the gist of the site.
What are the day of the auction, for example, what do you think is going to be the most, the dashboards and the data that we're going to be able to use the most in order to make decisions?
Probably whatever Alex puts out for us, whatever that might be. But stuff like this is going to help out a lot if we don't have as much of a granular view on the specific UI that we're bidding with.
Like the 10x bonus stuff. I know that's something
that's one of the more interesting things for me is like how much those launch bonus ones are going to go for, because they encapsulate a lot of speculative future value. Mm-hmm. And so it'd be interesting to see how much people value those bonuses.
Yep, that'll be fun to see. I mean, it'll be fun to get that data afterwards, after the first day, like compare, like, I guess you could just do the difference between the starting price and the ending price, and then compare it between the ones that had launch phase bonuses and the ones that didn't, or like, any baseline metric you want to use, you can compare the difference between the launch phase bonuses and the non-launch phase bonuses and see if there's a significant difference there.
But they're definitely the ones that people are going to go for. Like they're going to be top shelf, I think. And sure. I also think that the bigger ones will probably be more valuable, but I don't know how much, this is the thing. This is all the arguments in the Acosta chats at the moment about whether poly is a good thing or not. And personally, I think it's a really good thing, because I think that it will, and I'm guessing, I don't know what its strategy of the executive will be, but I'm guessing it will go after the bigger stakes, because it won't have to pay a lot for end gas fees, and also they encapsulate a bit of the bigger pays better bonus. They have more shares relative to how much hex was put into them and stuff like that. So so I think that the bigger the stake, the more valuable it will be, but whether there's less competition for those and therefore they might go for a bit of a discount, there's going to be a bit of a back and forth with that.
That's what I was going to ask. Is there a strategy around, people? So if we think the executor and we think other, people are going to go for the 10x, we think everyone's going to go for the 10x's. Does that give a discount to some of the non-10x ones? And is there a strategy to play around that?
Yeah. I mean, I think the real key is going to be having your calculator ready or your Excel sheet or whatever, having all of the inputs so that you can actually work out what that current value of that stake is in Hedron at the time. And so you can see, wow, there's a 50% discount there. Okay, I'll put a bid in. Or, oh, wow, that's already up at like only a 10% discount. Maybe I won't bother with bidding on that one. So having your metrics kind of ready and being able to know what you're doing, I think that's going to be super important if you're going to go into it.
Yeah. And if anything is going to go for a discount, it's going to be that first day when there's just so many HSIs that are able to be purchased. Like if there's ever a time for something to slip through the cracks and somebody to be able to get like a really, really good deal on one of them, I mean, the first day is probably the best opportunity because there's going to be so much chaos. I guess you could flip that and say maybe like 3, 4, 5 months when less people are paying attention to it too. But that'll be like also relative to like the volume. Because if there's like 5 stakes there, all you need is like 5 people paying attention to them for them.
Yeah, that's going to bid the price up, hey? Yeah.
Yeah.